You are listening to KLRN Radio, where liberty and reason still reign.
I'm Jordan Klinger, an attorney at McIntyre Law. The decision to hire an attorney after you've been injured is important. The decision on who to hire is even more important. At McIntyre Law, we will settle a case if the offer to our client is fair. Partial justice is no justice at all. At McIntyre Law, we are committed to obtaining full justice for our clients. Contact McIntyre Law at 405-917-5200 or visit us at mcintyrelaw.com.
I am Conor McGregor, multiple weight MMA champion. I'm a fighter and I've been through many battles in the octagon. Many consider my fights in the octagon heroic, but the real life heroes are those men and women who fight to protect us every day. The real life fighters, the real life heroes, are the firefighters and police officers. These first responders are true heroes, because these brave men and women put themselves in the line of danger every single day protecting us all. The Tunnel to Towers Foundation ensures that first responders from fire, EMS and police departments who are killed in the line of duty with young children have a home without the burden of a mortgage. They are my heroes. They need our help today. I'd like to ask you to join me in donating $11 a month to support their efforts. Your $11 a month honours and supports our first responders. Please call now at 1-844-BRAVEST or visit tunneltotowers.org.
At the LASIK Vision Institute, we know LASIK is a big decision, and every one of our patients is unique. That's why we customize your LASIK journey to you.
I only have a certain budget.
No problem. Right now at the LASIK Vision Institute, get 20% off LASIK when treated in April. That can be over $900 off when treating both eyes, plus guaranteed financing options. So visit getlvilasik.com today to start your journey towards 20/20 vision. Must mention this promotion and be treated in April of 2024 to qualify. 20% off standard price of wave light procedure. Cannot be combined with any other offers. Go to getlvilasik.com for details. At the LASIK Vision Institute, we know LASIK is a big decision, and every one of our patients is unique. That's why we customize your LASIK journey to you.
I'm so busy right now.
We offer a mix of convenient days and times, including 30-minute virtual appointments to fit your schedule.
I would love it, but I have astigmatism.
We treat thousands of patients with astigmatism every month with great outcomes. The LASIK Vision Institute is making your journey towards 20/20 vision all about you. So visit getlvilasik.com today to start your LASIK journey.
Hi, I'm Mike, founder of DollarShaveClub.com. What is DollarShaveClub.com? Well, for $1 a month, we send high-quality razors right to your door. Yeah, $1. Are the blades any good? No. Our blades are f***ing great. Each razor has stainless steel blades, an aloe vera lubricating strip, and a pivot head. It's so gentle a toddler could use it. And do you like spending $20 a month on brand name razors? 19 go to Roger Federer. I'm good at tennis. And do you think your razor needs a vibrating handle, a flashlight, a back scratcher, and 10 blades? Your handsome-ass grandfather had 1 blade and polio. Looking good, pop-up! Stop paying for shave tech you don't need. And stop forgetting to buy your blades every month. Alejandro and I are going to ship them right to you. We're not just selling razors, we're also making new jobs. Alejandro, what were you doing last month?
Not working.
What are you doing now?
Working.
I'm no Vanderbilt, but this train makes hay. So stop forgetting to buy your blades every month and start deciding where you're going to stack all those dollar bills I'm saving you. We are DollarShaveClub.com, and the party is on.
I know karate, I know jiu-jitsu and drive like a gangster when I'm coming to see you, see you. See you, see you.
The following program contains coarse language and adult themes. Listener discretion is advised.
The way I always do. How was I to know she was with the Russians too? I was gambling in Havana. I took a little risk.
day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody?
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
Otherwise known as Chat Lives Matter Night Live, right here on KLRNradio.com. We are your closing act for the evening. I'm Rick. He's Ordy. And you may feel like you're in a...
And you're not.
And you may feel like you're in a time warp, because my opening act co-star is with us this evening as well. We also have Stacey Lennox with us. So I'm going to let Ordy say hi first, then we'll pitch to you. Hey, Mr. Amish, sir, how are you?
I'm not having the best of weeks, but pain is diminishing, and Warren Zevon just does not get enough credit. He really does. I mean, he needs to be more popular, rather than just Werewolves of London, because Lawyers, Guns, and Money is just an epic fucking libertarian song. I'm sorry.
Well, all I'm saying is, with the loyal, rabid fans you have, you should be pushing him like every day till he becomes popular again.
I try not to overplay the same music on my feed. Anyway,
what is this shit called Standard or something?
I personally like Werewolves of London.
I like the song. I'm just saying, Lawyers, Guns, and Money is just it's more me.
I totally get that. Totally get it.
I just if I had a theme song, it would be my theme song.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, it's because every good action hero needs a theme song.
I did not know you were an action hero.
It's from I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. Or was it Harlem Shake? One of the two. I think it was I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. Yeah.
We have such wind here right now. It's like rather amazing, and I think my greenhouse is blowing away.
That's never good, especially because you're like trying to be a prepper now.
Yeah, but it's a twister. It's a twister.
No, it's not. It's not. It's just horribly windy. I did not know this type of weather was supposed to be here.
Just land on the witch.
Yeah.
Guide the house in for a landing on the witch.
It says we have 12-mile-an-hour winds with gusts to 28. It feels like a lot worse than that.
That's a breezy day out here.
Yeah, it would be a breezy day here. This is like, I mean, it's whistling. It's not cool at all. My dogs are looking at me like, what the hell?
Y'all didn't know Stacey's with us tonight. So, hi, Stacey.
Hi. I'm sorry I didn't wait for my intro, but you were talking about Warren Zevon.
That's fine. No, we don't stand on the ceremony here.
We don't.
Or sit. We kind of lean.
Oh, we lean? Okay.
We lean on ceremony. Just kind of like roguishly against the wall.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I kind of feel like Rick and Ordy and whatever have kind of crossed the streams. So if I'd have had time, I would have done the record scratch and mixed both the intros together just for fun. But I didn't have time.
So that would have been good.
I'll get something like that ready for next time, just in case.
Ew, Al, Oreos, really? With double stuff? Ugh.
Wait,
yes.
What about Oreos?
Yeah.
What's wrong with Oreos?
By the way, that's
I must be the only person on earth that never liked an Oreo. I don't like cookies and cream ice cream either.
You are.
You're broken. I don't know what to tell you.
Have you tried the lemon?
I like the chocolate cookie part. I hate that shit in the middle.
You're broken. I don't know what else to tell you. I mean,
I don't like pure lard.
She's a Reptoid.
That's a problem.
Who are you and what have you done with the real Stacey?
Reptoid. That's a different
The real Stacey never liked Oreos. She also thinks sushi is overpriced bait.
Well, I mean, that's something I could agree with, but Ordy wouldn't. Just saying.
Yeah.
See, it all depends on where you go, though, because, I mean, this new place opened in town. You get a really kick-ass sushi roll, nigiri roll for like $12, which is funny because before this place opened up, you had a choice of gas station sushi or really expensive sushi at a restaurant that was only open late at night. So, or, way after I go to bed, which was like 5 o'clock. So, yeah, I'm a happy boy.
You go to bed at 5 o'clock? Do you know it's way past your bedtime?
Yeah, I do.
Well, I mean,
okay. I also work stupid early in the morning, so I work East Coast hours on the West Coast.
I guarantee you don't work earlier hours than I do.
Well, probably not.
Yeah.
I do need to at least have some daylight in my job, so.
Yeah, I do when I leave.
When I was a graveyard bartender, we called that the scare ball.
The scare ball. I call it.
Get home
Holy shit, that's bright. I have no idea how I'm going to sleep. I bought one of those sleep masks, though. That's pretty weird. You wake up and you're like, what the fuck? And you're like, oh, I'm wearing something on my face.
Yeah, no, I'm too claustrophobic.
But anyway, that's too much information.
I'm too claustrophobic with things like that. That's like my doctor keeps trying to tell me that I need to get a CPAP machine. I was like, you know what? I'll just keep losing weight till I don't need one because we're not putting anything on my face.
No. There's no need for machines anymore. Go to a sleep dentist. You get a brace you put in your mouth that pulls your lower jaw forward. It fixes the problem.
Actually, I just got a humidifier. It's working great for me.
Yeah, I keep threatening to try to use one, but it's always.
Of course, then I'm in the
anyway,
fucking desert, so.
Anyway, but yeah, I'd actually seen something about this new sleep dentist thing where they fit your mouth with a guard and it helps you sleep and not snore. But I haven't looked into it much yet.
The machine blows. The sleep dentists are heroes.
Not that we meant to talk about this, but one of the scariest things I've seen lately is now they have this internal implant thing that you can get that's supposed to take the place of the CPAP machine, and I'm like, why would you do that? That just seems like
it totally works. I know. My friend knows the doctor that developed it.
Well, I'm not saying it doesn't work, but I don't want. That just seems like a very bad idea.
It's no different. It's no different than a pacemaker.
Still,
I don't want one of those.
It just gives the same little jolt. Like, hey, dude, quit swallowing your tongue. That's all.
I don't think this is a good idea. That's all I'm saying.
But I mean, it's no different than a pacemaker or an ICD.
Yeah, except now they're trying to Wi-Fi up the pacemakers and shit, which means they can be hacked. So I'm good. I'm good. No,
we don't want Wi-Fi pacemakers.
They've already made them.
Wow.
Which is why the hubris of humanity with our grasp, our thirst for crazy technological bullshit just always astounds me because we do stupid shit to ourselves all the time. We talked about that earlier tonight because they're now seeding clouds on the West Coast to try to block sunlight. This is a bad idea.
Okay, so they've been seeding clouds forever. Okay, that usually to make rain. But in this case, I have come to the conclusion, I said this on Twitter the other day when somebody pointed this story out to me, is that the U.S. government fucking hates San Francisco. Between MK Ultra and them spraying chemicals over the, nerve toxins and other chemicals over San Francisco during the 70s just to see if they would work. Now they're doing this. The CIA hates San Francisco.
It explains Gavin Newsom.
It explains a lot, actually, yeah.
You see what Gavin Newsom is doing now?
When is he not doing something retarded?
Okay, he's inserting himself into your elementary education.
That's what a Department of Education is for.
And now you have pages in your citizenship education for elementary school students that say things like Gavin Newsom, champion for people's rights. Biographies tell stories. They can show people cause change. Gavin Newsom was a mayor of San Francisco. Gavin said that people could marry who they chose. Sometimes Gavin helped marry people. Some marriages were not between a man and a woman. He made sure that people's rights were respected. Write about changes Gavin Newsom made as mayor to respect people's rights.
All right. Well, since we brought up Governor,
how Mao is that, guys? How Mao is that?
That's very Mao. Well, he had Winnie the Pooh out to show him the way. Oh
my God.
When the pendulum swings back, it's not going to be like a clock pendulum. It's going to be like a Poe story.
I think the pendulum might be more of a scythe this time. But since we did bring up Governor,
that's what I mean.
Since we did bring up Governor Hair Gel, I have a point I'd like to make about that. So you know how we always joke about the fact that the Ancient Aliens guy is actually an alien and the driver of his human suit is in his hair? I have the same supposition about Governor Hair Gel. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah. They're the same.
Well, I mean, this whole thing in the school book, it's either LARPing Mao or Justin Trudeau's dad. So one or the other.
I mean, it technically could be both.
Grisolini.
What?
Grisolini.
Yeah.
See, that one I got to give
Didn't he
credit
and his
to.
second wife split up recently?
I think so.
Yeah. How much of a stick in the eye? Now, how much of a stick in the eye must it be to know that your ex-wife is now stooping Don Jr. and that's who your kid is spending time with?
Oh, but it doesn't bother him at all, I'm sure. But recently, I got to give credit to Big Chubby Homosexual for that one.
Homosexual. Big Chubby. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think him and JD, they interchange that on that one.
Mm.
So, but yeah, Grisolini.
I've just always called him Governor Hair Gel.
I've just always called him Dollar Store Trudeau. Or Great Value Trudeau.
Dime Store Trudeau?
Yeah.
I don't even he's not even Dollar Store.
Big Lots Trudeau.
But I mean, have you seen the backlash in Canada?
Actually, Dollar Store Trudeau might actually be more apt since they're all closing. Just saying.
Dollar Store is closing. Wasn't that run by Mitt Romney at one point?
Everything Mitt Romney touches turns to shit. Massachusetts, the Winter Olympics. Just saying. His dog.
I don't know. I'm looking for this. I'm looking for a video that you guys are going to love. Now I can't find it. That's unfortunate. However, I do have the video.
I realize
I do have the video. I do have my favorite video of the day.
Yeah, what's that?
Leader of Hamas, Ismail Haniyeh, who lives in a $1 million apartment in Qatar, was informed on live camera that all three of his sons had been whacked by Israel.
Outstanding.
And I just laughed, because why wouldn't I?
That's unfortunate. That's a shame.
And then he said, the blood of my sons is not more precious than the blood of our people. My blood is more precious. That's why I live in Qatar while you die in Gaza. No, he didn't really say that, but he praised his sons for dying in service of Allah and said that he was very proud they had martyred themselves.
Somebody was trying to make a point.
There's a horse on the highway, Rick?
No, they said that the dollar store closing was one of the fourth sign of the apocalypse, and I said one of the four horsemen is on the highway. I've been screaming that for a while because I took Glenn Beck's thing and twisted it.
Oh, dude, when he says that, even now, I just die laughing. There's a horse on the highway.
I mean, I'm kind of used to that. One of my co-hosts is Amish, so it doesn't really affect me.
I know, but when he started saying it, it just struck a nerve in me, and every time I hear it, I just crack up. It's automatic. So, yeah, I'm hoping my greenhouse is still on my back porch.
That'll be in your neighbor's yard.
All my carrot bags are.
It just occurred to me, Newsom's hair looks like Whitmer's face. And since I call her Governor Bukaki.
Governor what?
Bukaki. You'll have to Google that.
I know.
I don't.
No.
Sadly, I don't.
Do it with safe search on.
Sadly, I don't have to
Google
that.
I don't. But anyway, yeah.
I was gonna say we're all Gen X, or I think. I don't think we have to Google it. I'm just saying.
Google nothing.
Yeah, we do the Gen X podcast, Rick and I do. So
Yeah, I've never invited.
Did you see the rumor that some dumb fuckers are going to remake The Breakfast Club?
We do that. We do that show at 4:00 your time. You couldn't come on it unless we recorded in advance.
I'm usually at work. I can barely make it to my 7:00 show. Yeah, no. I saw they're trying to make remake Big Trouble in Little China too.
Leave my generation alone. Like, you already fucked up Ghostbusters.
Well, you see, you think that would be the lesson learned?
They don't. There are no lessons.
Somebody actually responded to my post on Facebook and said, "Don't you fucking dare," about Breakfast Club. And they came like, "No, all those actors are still alive, so you should do like a sequel to it." And they had Molly Ringwald being like some useless drunk and all stuff.
No,
actually sounded kind of funny, but you know.
Basically just a where are they now?
Yeah. Well, he had Bender's character getting out of jail after murdering his stepfather for beating his mother. That was like the opening to the show. And the reason Molly Ringwald was a drunk was because that was her one true love, and he was in prison. So, you know.
I mean, they have conjugal visits. She'll be fine. Oh, wait.
They're remaking The Highlander?
Yes.
Yeah, but okay, so that one I'm okay with because it's got Cavill in it, and he is. I mean, the reason why he left The Witcher is because they started to stray from the source material. So, I mean, and by stray, they just wiped their ass with it. So,
well, that's good to know because I haven't even started watching that yet. I'm so behind on streaming.
Yeah, The Watcher's great, or The Witcher's great for like 2-3 seasons. But you have the one thing I'm it's not really a spoiler, but this will save you a lot of what the fuck moments. The first season of The Witcher
is non-linear.
It's not linear.
And they don't make it apparent. So I didn't find out until like 3 or 4 episodes in, and I was really confused. So I was like, I am so lost. I actually stopped watching it for like 2 weeks and then went back and started it again. I was like, oh, this is why it doesn't make any sense. They're jumping back and forth in time. They usually like do some sort of alliteration to that fact, you fuckers.
No, it took almost a whole season for me to get it, and then I went back and watched the whole thing. And now this is fucking genius.
I'm still. It's not that you like blur the edges, make the color a little different. Something. There's usually a way they let you know that you're not currently watching real time, supposedly, and they didn't do any of that. It would have went a lot better if they did. I'm just saying.
No. See, that's like when you found out that who Kaiser Soze was. Then you had to go back and watch the whole fucking movie again for all the clues that were in there. And be like, oh, right.
No, you're talking to a girl that didn't even get Pulp Fiction. It just annoyed me.
Yeah, I was going to say, she probably won't watch it. She probably won't watch it now because she's not a fan of the whole non-linear thing. But the scariest thing for me is I actually rewatched...
Well, it depends on the non-linear. In Pulp Fiction, the non-linear just made no sense. Just tell the fucking story.
Well, that's kind of what non-linear...
Like, there's some shows where it's non-linear. It's like, you get why it had to be that way. Pulp Fiction, not one of those things. And I just don't like Quentin Tarantino, so...
Oh, by the way, if you never picked up on it, it was Bruce Willis that keyed John Travolta's car.
Okay.
Anyway,
I literally started drinking like 30 minutes in. I'm like, this is the dumbest fucking movie I've ever seen, and I don't really remember a lot of it.
What I hate is when you get...
The only movie I hate more than Pulp Fiction is Groundhog Day.
Blasphemy.
Wait, we may be fighting now. I love
You better drop your food cake while you're still welcome here, Lennox.
You're going to send 12 pineapple fucking pizzas to your house.
As long as you don't put him with the bill, he knows how to put him in the trash.
What? No, I wanted to talk to you about the pineapple pizza grilled cheese.
Okay, lay it on me.
Oh, it's great. It's like tavern ham, good mozzarella, a little bit of sauce, on good crusty Italian bread with some pineapple sprinkled in. Lovely.
When you make it as a sandwich, it's not offensive because it's buried on both sides. So,
yeah, then it's not actually pizza.
There, like a Brussels sprout.
Well, then it's not actually
a Brussels
pizza
sprout is a flavor surprise?
Oh no, it's hell.
I was gonna say baby cabbages are the devil. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say about it.
Oh no, I actually shred them and make salads out of them.
Who has that kind of patience? Or you just feed them into like a KitchenAid?
You just throw them in a fucking food processor.
There you go. All right.
There's no hands done. Like, no. I have the best mandolin in the world. You can't cut yourself on it. You just throw stuff in a chute and go boom, 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 boom. Comes out beautiful.
Oh, I don't know.
I bought one for my daughter after she almost took her finger off making sweet potato chips. And she returned the favor and gave one to me, even though I never mortally wounded myself with a regular one.
Hey,
I took my knuckles off doing apples for sour cream apple pie.
Yep. I should send you the link to this mandolin.
I'm just saying it adds flavor. That's the whole point.
I don't like blood in my food unless it's steak.
I had to throw away several pounds of turkey when I was working in a commercial kitchen. I took the tip of my thumb off with a meat slicer. I'm a menace in the kitchen, but I cook really well. Yeah, because who wants to find that in their turkey sandwich?
I suddenly have a line from a movie that I cannot place. Thanks, Ordy.
What's that?
Don't stick your dick in the meat slicer.
Yeah, no idea.
Yeah, don't do that.
Instructions too complicated. Got my dick caught in the light socket.
Yeah.
Okay, so while we're
a whole new world of pepperoni. Anyway.
So while we're on the topic of new things, I got turned on to. I'm going to make one tomorrow. Grilled PB&J.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you do bananas or no?
I've got bananas. I'm going to do bananas in it too. No, somebody just mentioned it today, and I'm like, you know what? Since I'm on a starting to look like a disability vacation for a while, I think I might be trying that tomorrow.
This is like reminiscent of my childhood because I was the kid that put some toast in the toaster and I put butter on, and then I put on the jam and the peanut butter.
Well, yeah, but this is like doing it like a grilled cheese sandwich.
I know, but it's still got that buttery flavor.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah. Now, do you toast both sides of the bread before you make the grilled? Like, do you toast the interior? Okay, some people do not.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, some people like blood tongue. Some people are anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway.
Well, because I actually use, in the grilled cheese world, I actually use a combination of butter and mayonnaise.
Yeah, I've been meaning to get a panini press to make quesadillas.
Oh, nice. I don't have one of those.
I don't have one of those either.
So all I'm going to say about this
I have like every other kitchen appliance. I don't have one of those.
All I'm going to say about this whole grilled PB&J thing is that's a lot like Ordy trying to convince me to do the peanut butter burger. Because I talked to you about grilled PB&Js like a year and a half ago, sir.
Did you?
First time I made one.
Peanut butter burger?
Yeah.
Oh, have you not?
I have not.
It's awesome.
Oh my God. It'll change your life.
It's awesome.
Creamy or crunchy?
Creamy. Well, that's up to you. It's your world. We're just living in it.
I had it both ways.
No bacon, because if you put bacon on there, I got the flavor profile because that peanut butter and bacon.
Okay, so what you do with the peanut butter burger is you make it just like you make your regular burger. You just replace the wet condiments with the peanut butter. So
no lettuce and tomato.
You got your lettuce, your pickles, your tomato, whatever you want to do on it. You'd go nuts. Cheese. It's like I prefer bacon and Gouda. PB with green leaf lettuce and Bermuda onions.
So yeah, you put whatever toppings you want.
Jalapeno jelly. I use that when I make my PB&J burger.
So yeah,
nice. Because there was a restaurant around here that did a PB&J burger, and they put raspberry jam and peanut butter on it.
I can see some value with that too. Raspberries are kind of tart. You get the tart with the sweet and salty.
Yeah.
That would go good with a pickle.
And sweet, salty, and savory all in one bite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I word for that.
I will say
flavor. I can't remember what it is.
I will say I cheated the first time. I bought one from Sonic, but then I made my own, and now I'm doing burgers again this week, and I'm making my own again. But yes,
it's a steak.
Yeah, I do love adding the jalapeno jam to it now too. So
yeah. Once you get past that.
I wonder because we have cowboy candy down here. Putting some cowboy candy on it might be pretty good too.
Ooh,
yeah. I make cowboy candy. I'll send you both a jar.
Yeah, please do. I love cowboy candy.
Oh, I got. It's gone right now. I got to make more when.
Well, I wasn't expecting it to show up transporter style. I'm just saying. Yes, next time you.
Yeah, well.
Next time you make.
I went a little bit nuts at Christmas this year, and some people got Christmas cookies. Next year, more people will get Christmas cookies. So.
Okay, so one of my clients did goat cheese truffles for Christmas this year. Fucking amazing.
Did what?
Cocoa and everything. Goat cheese truffles.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, I just went to.
Well, if we're going to, we should probably right about now.
Okay, yeah. Let's make some money. Then we'll come back.
Speaking of,
now that we're making money since we took the cheaper package on Spreaker,
I know, right? It's
they're
weird.
pushing us for some reason.
Anyway.
Yeah, Jeff, that answers your question the other day. When Rick regressed the package we're on, Spreaker started pushing all of our shit. You were the first to see it.
All right, we'll be right back. Time to pay some bills, yo. Since you mentioned money, I just decided to go ahead.
Yeah.
You are listening to KLRN Radio, where liberty and reason still reign.
I'm Jordan Klinger, an attorney at McIntyre Law. The decision to hire an attorney after you've been injured is important. The decision on who to hire is even more important. At McIntyre Law, we will settle a case if the offer to our client is fair. Partial justice is no justice at all. At McIntyre Law, we are committed to obtaining full justice for our clients. Contact McIntyre Law at 405-917-5200 or visit us at mcintyrelaw.com.
I am Conor McGregor, multiple weight MMA champion. I'm a fighter and I've been through many battles in the octagon. Many consider my fights in the octagon heroic, but the real life heroes are those men and women who fight to protect us every day. The real life fighters, the real life heroes, are the firefighters and police officers. These first responders are true heroes because these brave men and women put themselves in the line of danger every single day protecting us all. The Tunnel to Towers Foundation ensures that first responders from fire, EMS and police departments who are killed in the line of duty with young children have a home without the burden of a mortgage. They are my heroes. They need our help today. I'd like to ask you to join me in donating $11 a month to support their efforts. Your $11 a month honours and supports our first responders. Please call now at 1-844-BRAVEST or visit tunneltotowers.org.
At the LASIK Vision Institute, we know LASIK is a big decision, and every one of our patients is unique. That's why we customize your LASIK journey to you.
I only have a certain budget.
No problem. Right now at the LASIK Vision Institute, get 20% off LASIK when treated in April. That can be over $900 off when treating both eyes, plus guaranteed financing options. So visit GetLVILASIK.com today to start your journey towards 20/20 vision. Must mention this promotion and be treated in April of 2024 to qualify. 20% off standard price of wave light procedure. Cannot be combined with any other offers. Go to GetLVILASIK.com for details. At the LASIK Vision Institute, we know LASIK is a big decision, and every one of our patients is unique. That's why we customize your LASIK journey to you.
I'm so busy right now.
We offer a mix of convenient days and times, including 30-minute virtual appointments to fit your schedule.
I would love it, but I have astigmatism.
We treat thousands of patients with astigmatism every month with great outcomes. The LASIK Vision Institute is making your journey towards 20/20 vision all about you. So visit GetLVILASIK.com today to start your LASIK journey.
Hi, I'm Mike, founder of DollarShaveClub.com. What is DollarShaveClub.com? Well, for $1 a month, we send high-quality razors right to your door. Yeah, $1. Are the blades any good? No. Our blades are f***ing great. Each razor has stainless steel blades, an aloe vera lubricating strip, and a pivot head. It's so gentle a toddler could use it. And do you like spending $20 a month on brand name razors? 19 go to Roger Federer. I'm good at tennis.
And do you think your razor needs a vibrating handle, a flashlight, a back scratcher, and 10 blades? Your handsome-ass grandfather had 1 blade and polio. Looking good, pop up! Stop paying for shave tech you don't need. And stop forgetting to buy your blades every month. Alejandro and I are going to ship them right to you. We're not just selling razors, we're also making new jobs. Alejandra, what were you doing last month?
Not working.
What are you doing now?
Working.
I'm no Vanderbilt, but this train makes hay. So stop forgetting to buy your blades every month and start deciding where you're going to stack all those dollar bills I'm saving you. We are DollarShaveClub.com, and the party is on.
I know karate, I know jiu-jitsu, I drive like a gangster when I'm coming to see you, see you, see you, see you.
The following program contains coarse language and adult themes. Listener discretion is advised.
Okay.
I am the passenger, and I ride through the city.
And one of the four horsemen is on the highway. Anyway, had to say it. Sorry. Welcome back into the program, ladies and gentlemen. Closing act for the evening. The Rick and Ordy show and the Whatever program have crossed the streams. I have both Rick. I am Rick, and I have both Ordy and Stacey here with me. And I might be a little loopy because I'm operating on 2 hours sleep. Well, that's because I said I actually.
That was classic.
Well, that's because I said I have Rick with me first, and then I had to fix it because I'm sleeping.
I'm like, that's good. You should have him with you. If you didn't, we wouldn't know where he was.
Well, I mean, technically I'm a Gemini, so that may not have been the Rick I was talking about.
We've lost the Rick.
Oh, anyway, there's no losing the Rick. He always comes back.
Mayday. Oh.
This is what
so I have the best trending list ever.
What do you have? Share it with us.
What do you got?
Well, I have Spurs at Thunder, which I don't care about. I don't think I've ever responded to an NBA post in the entire time I've been on the platform. Next, Decatur is trending in my state, so it's trending in Georgia. I have no idea why. But in politics, arrest American Jews and MAGA Republicans are trending.
That sounds like a very weird combination.
I'm just saying.
And now Tucker just popped up. What did Tucker do now?
There's no
other than be a soft anti-Semite. I'm so disappointed in him.
It seems like everybody's like soft anti-Semite now. It's like the
Alex Jones, Tucker Carlson, Jason Whitfield.
It's like
Candace Owens doesn't even really hide it.
It's like non-binary for the right because everybody's like soft anti-Semite now. It's just weird.
It's totally weird. But episode 92, the FISA bill is dead, but like herpes, it'll be back. It's important to punish the people who pushed it. I don't disagree with them on that. I just disagree with them on a lot of other stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't get trends anymore.
Yeah, I think that has something to do with us being like the premium subscribers because all I get now is Explore, and then it still technically says where it's trending from, but I get weird shit like Krugman versus Public, who's right about the economy, and that shows it's
Yeah, I've got that too. I got Mike Tyson, no hard punches, and Jake Paul bout. He's gonna fucking destroy that little white boy.
I have to say this since you brought it up, and I know I've said it a lot, but it has to be said. Mike Tyson recreating the plot of Rocky Balboa, which he actually cameoed in, is probably going to be one of the 2024st things ever.
That's true.
Because it's like he's redoing Rocky, but he's like redoing Rocky Balboa, which I didn't even know was a thing. Like the last one
That's what you were talking about that when we did the Mandela Effect show.
Yeah, the last one I remembered was the whole Rocky 5 when he's like, broke and everything. And then the next thing I remembered was watching the first Creed movie, because that's when I found out that Adrian, they killed her off with cancer. So they had all these flashback scenes that I didn't actually realize were from Rocky Balboa from like 2006 or whatever, until I found it on Stars the other day. So I sat down and I watched it. And then, like, not even a month later, all of a sudden, this is trending on social media. And I'm like, these people are recreating the plot of a movie. It's just so weird. And then I was like, but wait a minute, Mike Tyson actually cameoed in that movie, so it's probably where he got the fucking idea from.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, everything is just so weird.
Yeah, what I think with the Explorer, I think that's more like, I mean, even though it tells you where it's, trending from, I noticed the other day, it's a lot like when a lot of us get on a tweet thread, it's like, what are you wearing for the apocalypse, or the, blah, 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 blah. That'll show up in there too. And then everything else is live on X, and that's what people I follow who are doing spaces, which is cool.
Yeah, I think it may actually be a desktop version thing for premium, because on my phone it still does the regular trending stuff. I don't see that way. But yeah, I noticed the same thing the last time I was on air. Because yeah, right now if I pull it up on my phone, I'm seeing some of the same things Stacey is. Under politics, currently trending: arrest, Tucker, MAGA Republicans, Rand Paul. Now Whoopi's apparently trending. American Jews, Stormy, get a warrant. My 600-pound life is trending only on X, which is weird. Political figures, Dan Crenshaw is currently trending. Did he die?
Eye Patch McCain.
No, because he's the last frickin' war pig. I've never been more disappointed in any
Great Value Largo. I call him Great Value Largo.
Hey, Tehran is still trending. That's fun.
Who?
Tehran. There's like a whole it may or may not be locked down kind of thing going on right now.
Yeah, there's all hey, they shut down the airport. No, they didn't. Yes, they did. No, they didn't. Who knows?
Oh, Trump for prison 2024.
I kind of just hope Israel bombs the airport, and then it's on. It's on like Shaka Khan. Let's just get this fucking thing over with.
I need to find. Remember when they caught John McCain on tape singing "Bomb, Bomb, 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 Bomb Iran"? I gotta find that now.
Why would you do that to our listeners?
Because I.
Oh my god! Okay.
I mean,
your fellow Twitchy editor Couchy just had the most brilliant tweet. Galaxy Quest is 3 amigos in space.
He's actually pretty good with those kind of things.
And he's right. It took me 1 second to process that. Yeah.
Oh.
That's true. Okay. So, hang on. I lost chat. There's chat.
There's an account actually named Ham Shawnity.
You know the one I miss from back in the day?
I actually like when Steve Dace calls him Sean Hackety.
Always hated that man.
The one I miss from back in the day is Sean Hannity's hair.
Well, one of my favorite people on Twitter, it was a favorite account of mine, and then I actually met the dude, was Sean Hannity's hair.
Yeah. I met him, I think that was the first year I went to CPAC, and then I don't know what happened to him after that, because I stopped seeing him after a while, but...
I think some people figured out who he was, and it made difficulties in his personal life.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
As one of my fellow...
Because of where he lived and services he required for a child or something.
Yeah. As one of my Twitchyites tells everyone, this is why you have people on social media pretending to be monkeys. He said that in a workroom the other day. I was like, wait, you're pretending? What the hell? Just kidding.
Right?
Well...
Pretending.
You know, there was a point when we were all anonymous.
All right, I know. My life on Twitter started as a penguin wearing a Gadsden flag t-shirt.
Well, there was a time when we were all anonymous.
I was going to say. I had brilliant and insightful
Really? How often does that happen? Like as long as the eclipse or like cicadias?
Okay, you know what? Swagger nailed it. I've decided the name of my show when I finally come down with it is going to be Ordy Packard's Deep Tracks and Shallow Thoughts.
I mean, it's fitting.
Yeah.
I came into the two dogs pinning down the puppy and like biting her stomach.
Uh-oh. They're teaching her submission.
I don't know what they're doing.
I was gonna go with Hot Tracks behind Circle K, but whatever works for you.
All right, somebody's gonna get in trouble here in a minute.
Not me. I didn't do it.
God. Well, I finally named this dog.
That was your second mistake.
I just told my daughter what her name is.
That was your second mistake. Your first mistake was letting them make you keep the dog.
Well, my daughter's taking her.
Yeah.
Her name is Bitsy because she's a little bit much.
I have a Chihuahua here that technically belongs to my youngest son, so yeah.
Nope. She is picking her up, not this weekend, but next weekend, or she's going to somebody who lives in Sandy Springs because she's not staying here. I love her. She's cute. I can't do it.
She's staying.
Shut up!
You just first of all,
will not fit on my bed. I can't walk 3 dogs. Like none of this can happen. No, I have not been had.
No, he said get a bigger bed.
I have a king size bed now. What's bigger than that?
Is it a California king?
That's not bigger.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
It's just on a different and it's shorter. That doesn't work.
No, it's not shorter. It just looks shorter because it's the same width, but it's wider.
No, it's wider and shorter.
It's a square.
Oh my God.
Which is the perfect bed for Stacey, as I duck. I'm going to pay for
being on the radio with the two of you reminds me of like being at a party. Sort of towards the end.
That like it's a bad
thing. A little too much to drink and you just took your first hit of weed.
Okay, so that's actually the whole theme of my the podcast I'm going to be doing is is going to be it's basically music related, but it's that whole the idea of the party that always ends up in the kitchen because that's where all the people go because it gets too entirely peoply out in the main area. So also that's where all the beer and liquor is. So and the food. So that's where the weird conversations happen. And you just say, "Hey, shut up! I want to hear the song." And then so that's the whole idea behind that's the theme.
Nice.
Very interesting.
With dorks.
How many podcasts do you do
now? Let's see. This one. Occasionally I'm a panelist on Manorama, on Rumble. Then let's see. Juxtaposition, Culture Shift, Toxic Masculinity. Am I missing any?
Patch Your Shit's about to come back, but for some reason that name
Patch Your Shit, yeah.
What is it?
You know what?
Cyber Chill.
Oh, okay.
Well, basically the thing we said the most was Patch Your Shit. So
you guys should really rebrand that show as Patch Your Ish.
That's not a bad idea. I'll talk to Lou about that. I'm sure Jeff would be down with it too.
But then Jeff's gonna be like, "Damn it!"
Yeah. The person responsible for this podcast has been sacked.
Oh, anyway, yeah. I'm just saying, if it comes back, you guys really should just rebrand it as Patch Your Ish.
Okay, well, let's see. Can we do Patch Your Shit and still be distributed on Spotify?
Patch Your Ish, ISH. Everybody knows.
I know what you said.
Everybody knows what it means, and it doesn't get flagged.
Fine.
I mean, technically, if you're trying to not get flagged anywhere, you'd have to do like the S, the T, and the funky.
Just get flagged on Twitter. I get flagged everywhere.
Well, I mean, you're Amish.
That's true. This religious persecution will not stand.
The federal government's coming after you and yours pretty hard, my dude.
Yeah. And our milk.
What?
Oh, you haven't heard?
Oh no, yeah, you're talking about Amos, yeah, the USDA.
Yeah, well, not just that.
I've actually donated to his legal fund because I brought raw milk here in Georgia, so I don't know what the big deal is. Like, that's not a federal government thing; that's a state thing.
It's everything. I mean, ever since that whole train of the Amish buggies with the Trump flags, federal government has been cracking down on the Amish.
I was actually kind of curious to know if that was photoshopped or not, so I researched it, and actually, I think it was legit. It was kind of weird. It was like, when the Amish are openly concerned with the affairs of the English, you know the country's gone to shit.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm just like, because they
well, I mean, there's nothing more dangerous than a person who wants to be left alone.
Exactly, and
exactly.
I mean, this just goes into everything that we talk about pretty much across the board around here anymore, because everything we're fighting is administrative overreach. I mean, look at what they've done to the FPA, the EPA, FDA, EPA, all of them. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, that's the other meme. When the people who just want to be left alone start fucking voting, that's when you're going to have a problem. But, like, I actually have an article in my head that I need to write. Like, Trump wants to unleash energy. The other thing he needs to do is unleash ag.
Pretty much.
Stop requiring me to have an FDA compliant kitchen to be able to, like, sell stuff I make.
Yeah,
there's a federal department that has to approve every single beer.
I make food for my family in this kitchen all the time, and nobody dies. Why can't I make it for the public?
How do we know nobody dies?
Well, because I had a certain number of people in my family, according to national statistics, and they're all still alive.
How do we know you didn't replace them? Don't mind me.
This is not juxtaposition.
Don't mind me. I'm sleep deprived. Anyway, what were you saying, Ordy, about they have to approve every single beer label or something?
Yeah, there's a federal department whose sole purpose is to approve beer labels.
This is why we can't have nice
things.
Well,
it's like if I wanted to sell pies to my friend, so I can go to the farmer's market and I can sell anything I make in my own house. But my girlfriend has a farm store. If I wanted to give pies or sourdough bread or something to her to sell, she can't sell it. How dumb is that?
Well, I mean, it's
so
very
it's
dumb.
Okay if I poison people at the farmer's market.
Yeah.
It's just, it makes no sense at all.
Well, I mean,
because you're doing it anonymously at a farmer's market. If you're doing it out of the store, there's a place for attorneys to go get recompense.
Well, not just that. If you kill off the farmers markets, then they have to go back to the.
But
stores.
I mean, you do things at a farmer's market with a label and everything. It's not like they can't find you. You register with the people who do the event. It's like it's not as anonymous as you would think.
Well, I still
people can still sue you. And why, if my friend who owns the store is willing to take that risk, who's the government to tell her she can't?
Okay.
I mean, that's just another pile of administrative bullshit. You don't need to protect me from myself. Thank you very much.
Have you forgotten that according to the left, the government is our parent? So that's where all that comes from.
My parents don't tell me what to do. They didn't tell me what to do this much when I was a kid.
I think one of the most disillusioning things with me with the whole, now that Roe v. Wade's been settled and now all the raging weirdo right people are coming out and talking about, how we got to get rid of birth control and this, that, and the other. I've made this weird discovery that apparently the nanny state wasn't the problem. They just wanted to be the ones to control the nanny state, which really concerns me. They're fine with the nanny state as long as they're pushing their agenda, which I never signed up for.
I have never seen an ideology embrace the government so fast as when the left got in charge.
I know, right? It's weird. Anyway.
Well, my favorite thing about the left is they still have the resistance in their profile. Can you tell me precisely what you're resisting other than Donald Trump? Because he's not even in office anymore. So other than that, you own every fucking institution.
They're resisting reality. They're resisting the ability to move on. They're resisting common sense. I mean, there's a list.
But I mean, it's like when Rage Against the Machine said, if you want to come to our concert, you need to show your vaccine card. Now you're just that's not raging against the machine, man. Now you're raging for the machine.
No, no, they're not even raging anymore. They're not. They should change their name to Simping for the Machine, because that's pretty.
Yeah, something. But I mean, like, you're not part of the resistance. Like, you're not resisting anything. You own all of the systems of power in the country. There's nothing to resist. You're not resisting anything that actually has power.
Well, that's why they're imploding, though, because they have basically 3 different age groups, all that had primarily the same beliefs to a point. But you had the counterculture crew, who became the establishment and kind of didn't know what to do with it. Now you've got the extreme lefties that are butting heads with the counterculture that are now the establishment, and it's kind of like, you know, the whole thing with Muslim or Islamists being tribes. The left had a lot of tribes that came together for a single reason, and now those tribes are starting to come apart. So they really weren't that much different than we were. They just hit it a little bit better and did their fighting behind closed doors.
Yeah, except they let their crazy tribe dictate the direction. Like they have so we sit here and we're like, oh, maybe our deeply held belief in life is why we're not winning elections. So maybe we should change that. They don't sit there and go, maybe our deeply held belief in meatball surgeries for kids is not that popular. We should probably stop that. They never think that.
They have no self-awareness.
It's not even self-awareness. They kick people out of their party who don't agree. Name me one pro-life Democrat. We have pro-choice Republicans. Where's your pro-life Democrats? They don't exist anymore. They kicked them all out.
Well, yeah. Well,
you will conform or you will leave.
Well, that's because when they start talking when they start talking about the word diversity, that's not what they mean. They actually mean groupthink.
No, I know. But I mean, you literally have the president of the United States, which is ostensibly the most powerful nation in the world, pandering to 6 guys named Mohammed in Dearborn to try to win an election.
Oh. Nothing brought me.
He's pandering to the farthest left, most radical, America-hating people in the nation to win Michigan. Instead of saying, oh no, you people have gone too far, which would probably get him a lot of independence, and there's a lot more independence than Mohammed's.
You would think, but I'm glad he hasn't figured that out yet, because, yeah, I have to admit, nothing gave me a bigger warm fuzzy than listening to people chant "Death to America" in Michigan. I'm like, you're in America, fuckstick. What the hell?
Leave.
All right. Anyway,
you go to Chicago. There's a big airport. It'll take you anywhere you want to go.
Yeah. So find a plane and go. All right. Anyway, we are coming up the top of the hour, and Ordy and I kind of have a tradition around here on the way out. So, Ordy, what are you watching these days? Anything?
You would think being laid up, I would be watching a lot more, but laying in bed is actually painful, so I'm watching a lot of YouTube and not getting a lot of sleep. So that's what I'm watching. Watching Fat Electrician, watching my Wildberry, and my various favorite YouTube channels.
So still checking out the occasional Asian tent porn?
I do enjoy the Asian tent porn, but mine is the British minimalist camper porn, tarp porn.
Nice.
Basically. Yeah.
Oh, and Stacey, I know you're back working again, but is there anything interesting you've been watching on TV lately?
I watched the Frasier reboot, and then I'm a big fan of Epic Gardening and Next Level Homestead, and some really rather obscure stuff on YouTube.
Everybody but me watches a lot of YouTube shit. I guess I'm doing something wrong.
Well, I watch a lot of stuff on Rumble too, but there's a new documentary coming out called Food Revolution, which goes back to our Amish friends and selling things direct from farm and all that good stuff that I want to be able to do in the world. So I'm pretty excited for that documentary to come out.
Nice. All right. Well, as for me, the final season of Discovery's come out, so I've watched the first couple of episodes of that.
Thank God.
I've now figured out why I still can't stand the show, but I'm going to watch it through its completion anyway, just because,
Yeah, that's just that in video games we call you a completionist.
Yeah, well, that's kind of my thing. Also, I have been
almost as bad as Jeff watching The Rings of Power.
But yeah, well, I mean, sometimes there's things you just have to do to say that you've done them. And even though it is on Freevee, which is annoying as hell, I am currently rewatching Andromeda as sleep noise. So, because I haven't watched that one in a while. But,
anybody's life change post eclipse?
I mean, I didn't get my superpowers. I'm a little pissed about that, but I was hoping.
Okay, so that Fetterman tweet was before the eclipse. So if it continues, I think this may have been the leap that gets us back home.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of leaps that get us back home.
Fetterman saves the world. Who'd have thunk?
Speaking of leaps that get us back home, Quantum Leap, the reboot, has been canceled after 2 seasons, so they are still not going to bring Sam Beckett home after their second attempt.
Those bastards.
I'm just waiting on the next Deadpool installment.
Oh, so much fun, so little time. All right, well, we are going to get out of here because I am sleep deprived and just finished my last story for the night that'll come out in the overnights for you vampires. And I'm going to go to bed now. So, Stacey, where can folks find you?
You can find me on Twitter at ScottsFire.
And Mr. Packard, sir, where can folks find you when you're not LARPing one of the 4 horsemen on the highway?
Horses on the highway. You can find me on Twitter as Ordnance Packard. I'm under review right now because they've limited my account for something. Who knows what for? But at least it's not a fault. They don't suspend me anymore, so I got that going for me, which is nice. You can find me on Wednesday. Yeah, well, actually, they pay me.
Yeah, he's actually prolific enough that he gets paid back. I still haven't figured out how to do that yet. I'm working on it, though.
I make about $50 every 2 weeks. So
I was going to say, I think you have to stop blocking the porn bots.
No, I block them, too. Well, okay, first I check and see if there's actually titties. And today there was some great titties, and then I blocked them, but still.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got to make sure that there actually is great tits in bio. You just can't take their word for it. Wednesday nights, you can find me on Rick and Ordy with Rick. You can also find me on Wednesday nights, Toxic Masculinity, once a month, with Rick G and Aggie. You can find me Thursday nights, not this Thursday, but next Thursday with Brad Slager on Culture Shift. You can find me Saturday nights with Rick on Juxtaposition. Occasional Tuesdays, you can find me on Manorama on Rank Receives Rumble channel. If I happen to be in state at that time, I've been doing a lot of runs for Nevada, and I may be, Anyway, you may be seeing more of me for a little bit. Not by choice. Anyway, that's where you can find me. I may have a hernia. So we'll talk to you soon.
All right, folks, you can find me at RowdyRick73 on most social media platforms. You can find me tomorrow afternoon and Friday afternoon doing the Rick Robinson Afternoon Show here on KLR Radio from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern, which we now do Tuesday through Fridays. You'll also find me tomorrow night with Jen doing the Jen and Rick Show. We actually have guests with us tomorrow night. Yes, plural. Coming on back-to-back, so make sure you hang out for that. And other than that, you can find me hanging out with Aggie Rican on Friday nights, usually filling in for the incomparable Mickey Blowtorch, who's on extended hiatus doing the He Said, She Said show. And as Ordy just said, we will be live this Saturday night, hopefully doing Juxtaposition, which reminds me I still need to send you my notes since we haven't used those yet. And let's see, other than that, you can find me as the executive producer of the Loftus Party podcast, usually daily contributor Twitchy.com these days, and also an occasional contributor of both the Misfits Politics and the LoftusParty.com. But on that note, I'm dropping the mic because I'm tired and I got to get some sleep. Bye, everybody. Have a great night. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Hydra.
No hailing of the Hydra. We
had
this discussion.
Sorry, but you know what? Shield are collectivists. Fuck those guys.
Hydra were the bad guys. We don't heal them. That's like Mark Hamill embracing the Empire instead of Luke fighting it.
He has.
I know, that's my point. Bye, everybody.